Hey, welcome to the Q101 Lounge. My name is Case. I am from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We are here today to celebrate the band Hot Mulligan, and let's bring them out. Guys, make some noise for Hot Mulligan. Let's see if we can keep it going until they come out. Here we go. What's up, what's up, what's up? How we doing?
Hello there.
I'm very excited to have you guys here. This will obviously be a video on Q101's YouTube channel, but it will also be turned into an audio podcast. So for the sake of audio, can we all introduce ourselves real quick so that people know who these lovely voices belong to?
What's up? I'm Chris. I play guitar.
I'm Tades.
My name is Jonah.
My name's Ryan, and that
Man, Hot Mulligan travels deep. You guys have a lot of people here, and it's a little intimidating, but I like it. So I'm all about this. Oh my goodness, yeah! Please come up, hang out, say hello. Jeff Hardy T-shirt, we love it.
What's up?
As we sit here today, we are just a few days from the new record coming out, The Sound Your Body Makes When It's Still. Can we talk about what emotions we're feeling a few days before a new record, and maybe what nightmare scenario runs through your head just a few days before a new album comes out?
Great question.
Not everybody all at once. Take your time.
My nightmare scenario right now is that we have like 16 new songs to work out new guitar patches for on our live setup. So I was up till 4 yesterday doing some of that, and then woke up at 9 this morning. So that's my fear currently.
Rational. Very fair. I'm glad you guys are here, though. Did you guys eat? Because when we talked a half hour ago, you guys hadn't had food today.
No, but I've been sipping on a Coca-Cola.
Hell yeah.
I had a kind bar.
Was it okay?
It was pretty good.
That's what I like to hear. Right on. One of the things that I'm curious about with this band, because I find that you guys are always doing cool things. You're almost like the embodiment of the Will Ferrell scene in Wedding Crashers when he's like, they're always doing something. What are they doing back there? Ma, the Meatloaf, that scene. How do you guys balance a prolific touring schedule that you guys have with also continuing to pump out albums every other year or every 3 years, because you guys record a lot and you play a lot?
Balance is kind of a crazy way to put it. We sure do just send it regardless. The fucking, was it You'll Be Fine, where we weren't home for like 4 months because...
Why would I watch?
That was Why Would I Watch? Fuck. Can I curse?
We prefer you not, but you're too deep, so I'm not going to stop you.
Fuck.
Well, You'll Be Fine came out like a week before the pandemic, because I remember listening to it the day it came out, and I was like, oh, man, my summer's going to be defined by this, walking on the beachfront. Listen, I'm probably going to see this record live in the next few weeks, and then it was a while before we all saw each other. I imagine that was a worse circumstance to put out an album compared to now when, God willing, no global pandemic anytime soon.
I don't know. It did great work for us.
Did it really?
The fucking pandemic. But it was... something about it worked really well when You'll Be Fine came out, because people really latched onto it. And, like, it was a difficult time to be a guy, so having something really terrible to listen to for an extended period of time, I guess, worked in our favor. Few bands had that happen to them. Few bands really didn't, but some people really got the listens from just being, everyone's stuck at home, need something to do.
You guys and Phoebe Bridgers really popped off during the pandemic.
She did really pop off during the pandemic. She's been quiet ever since.
And not a lot of people are talking about it, that it's been 5 years since we've had a new Phoebe Bridgers album, and some of us are maybe taking that personally at this point, and maybe would like to hear new music from her.
You guys are going to lose it when you hear the feature on it.
With that prolific touring schedule, you guys have such cool tour packages that you travel with. I saw you at the Aragon a few years ago with Heart Attack Man, Free Throw, Spanish Love Songs, Ben Quad, and I think that might have been everybody. There might have been even one more on that show. But you guys are coming back to Chicago in December 4th and December 5th at the Salt Shed, December 4th is sold out. December 5th is not. That's a Friday night. You guys are here on a Wednesday afternoon, so I know you don't have anything going on a Friday night. Buy tickets now. It's Hot Mulligan, Drug Church, Arm's Length, and Anxious, which is an insane lineup. I am curious on your prior tours, though, because you guys have such stacked bills, who have been the hardest bands to follow when you guys are headlining?
The last band on that bill that you're talking about was Bogues. He's just a singer-songwriter, though, at the Aragon with us. Let that be known. Not enough people listen to him.
I'm sorry, Bogues.
Hard bands to follow. I don't know.
Free Throw's got a lot of energy,
Free throws.
but it kind of just makes you excited to play afterwards. You're like, oh, they're here for it. So
Yeah. Them and who's someone that I listen to now that was hard to follow.
At Outbreak, we had to follow Joyce Manor doing the 10-year anniversary of the record. And that was really scary.
That's a tough one. That's a tough draw.
That was tough.
Yeah, I can see that not being fun. Never Hung Over Again, certified hood classic. Cannot recommend it enough. You guys on the opposite end of the spectrum opened for Fall Out Boy last year on their big arena run, and because we're Q101 Chicago's alternative, we're a big Fall Out Boy station. I was curious if you guys had any Fall Out Boy stories from the road.
there's this one. We were playing, I think it was Madison Square Garden this night, but the energy backstage was a little lacking. So we finished our set, and I was very excited. I run off backstage, and I scream into the hallway, "Let's fucking go!" Like at the top of my lungs, and like all Fall Out Boy security is like looking at me like this. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, they're loving it. I'm gonna go in Jimmy Eat World's green room, and I'm gonna scream, "Let's fucking go!" So I run in there, and in Jimmy Eat World's green room, they're actually having some of it. So they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, awesome! Like, let's fucking go!" And I hop out in the hallway, and then I notice Fall Out Boy security's like not so stoked with what I've been doing. I'm like, okay, I think I'll just go back to my green room over there. Hope you guys don't bother me. And then I think it might be Pete's like personal security guard, but he came up to me and he's like, "Hey man, can I just talk to you for a second?" I'm like, "Listen, if it's about yelling, let's fucking go. It's a wee little thing. Like I won't do it again." He's like, "Yeah, I think you're on a Fall Out Boy tour, not a Hot Mulligan tour." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right about that. This is a Fall Out Boy tour." He's like, and the guys got kids here, and I'm like, "Yeah, they got kids here. Maybe I won't scream. Let's fucking go in the hallway." But then I saw Pete later when we were all packing up, and I was like, "Pete, man, I'm so sorry about swearing in front of your kids." He's like, "I don't fucking care, dude. They've heard so much worse than whatever you said. I don't even know what's going on." I'm like, "Oh, what a relief." But then we get to this like end of tour party later on, and one of the guys from Jimmy Eat World is talking to me at the bar, and he goes, "Let's fucking go!" and I'm like still shaken up at this point. I'm like, "Bro, no, like you can't say that. Like there's kids on this. You're on Fall Out Boy tour." And he's like, "Did you really get in trouble for that?" I'm like, "I got in a little bit of trouble for that."
I love that. I'm so glad I asked that question. I do have a real, like, if we could be serious for 1 second question, because when I saw you guys at the Aragon, something happened at that show that I thought was really interesting, and I forget what song it led into, and I forget the exact context around, but I know at one point on stage it was asked something along the lines of like, "Hey, is everybody here really sad?" And the crowd erupted. And then what followed was, sort of a message from the band of maybe not leaning into being sad all the time. And I'm just wondering from your guys' perspective, if we're going to put this emo umbrella on you, which I think is fair, do you feel like the worst parts of this genre maybe prey on people to live a sadder lifestyle and to embrace almost this self-hatred that I feel like your band is very much against?
The worst parts do.
Yeah. I did that before Christ Alive, My Toe Damn It Hurts, which, great name for, yeah.
If that wasn't clear,
Yeah.
it's a song.
The whole thing is like, no one cares. No one actually cares. Everyone is very concerned with the optics that they're putting out into the world. And it's trendy to be upset, and it's trendy to be, like, have something bad going on with you, and it shouldn't be something that's like praised. It shouldn't be something that's discouraged. You can't help that, but it it's not cool. It doesn't feel good. I don't like that I don't want to leave my house, and I don't like that I don't look in the mirror for a week at a time, you know? And that's to post your selfie and be like, emo AF is like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, it sucks. It's not cool, and it's not, like, fun, but that's being alive.
Well said. Let's talk about the record here real quick before we hear some songs. What was the song on this record? I've heard it, by the way. It's phenomenal. It comes out Friday for the people in this room. By the time most people hear this, it'll be out already. So pause me, go listen to the album, come back to this interview. But what was the song on the album that gave you guys the toughest time to complete?
Maybe it's Slumdog Scungillionaire. That was like the toughest one to.
Why is that funny?
Yeah, there's just a lot of like musical stuff going on in there with time signature changes. It's not like a really repeating part song. It's pretty linear, so definitely no copy and paste going on in there. And then the pianos are like actually performed live as opposed to some MIDI stuff. And we changed the key of it like 3 times, so I had to relearn it on the piano like 3 times. And I don't play the piano.
I want to know a little bit about the music video for the lead single, which is a song called And a Big Load, because the video is cool as hell. You guys have lowriders. I'm curious as to where you got the lowriders and the process of completing that music video.
Oh, that's a Michael Herrick question right there.
Oh.
We shot in Indianapolis because he has a million connections there. And we did everything for cheap because Michael knows everyone and called in a bunch of favors. And
He's our director, by the way.
yeah.
Great guy.
Sure.
He's a great guy.
He is a great guy. You don't know.
I do. He's a great guy.
All right, well.
Yeah.
No, he is a great guy.
I get around.
Either way, I agree. He had the idea for this video just like playing off of the old like skate park punk meme stuff that like Sum 41 and Good Charlotte and all that. He had this idea floating around for a long time, and he finally had the budget to do it if we did it in Indianapolis. So we showed up. They put us in stupid outfits. Everyone got naked. I saw Jonah's stuff for the first time. Hold my goddamn hand. And the lowriders, I learned, nobody actually sits in them when they're boosting them like that because it bashes your head off the ceiling. And then when you land, you have a straight spine, and it just sort of shoots you back up into the ceiling again. So spine damage is kind of the name of the game. Very fun.
I don't know why that broke my heart, but it did, because I've always pictured at some point having the opportunity to make a car bounce up and down, but
yeah, no, you don't sit in that hoe. You also don't control it. There's a guy with a remote and hate in his heart standing outside.
You look really cool.
He doesn't control it very well either, because there's a point where we were taking photos in front of the car bouncing behind us, but like you can't choose if when the rubber hits the ground if it goes left or right. So I'm just like, I hope this car doesn't fucking fly into me from behind.
Let's end with this, and then we'll hear some music. But I'm always, I don't want to say astounded, but rather delighted by the continued growth of this band. You know, my jumping on point was a little bit before You'll Be Fine, so I was primed and ready for that album when it came out. But you guys just continue to grow and play bigger venues. And again, 2 nights at the Salt Shed in December. Is there a moment that you guys remember where you realized at some point now your life is going to be defined by the years in this band, that people care about what you're doing and it matters what you're doing? And is there just a moment in Hot Mulligan that feels like it changed your life?
I always refer to like the first show that we played together. There was a couple people that we didn't know that sang like 1 or 2 lines, and I've always just been kosher with it since then. I'm like, that's cool, I did it, so everything after that's kind of just a bonus.
Yeah, I feel like after I could pay rent.
That's huge.
I was going to do it regardless, you know. Like, being dog shit poor, it sucked, but, like, it was too fun to not do.
That's beautifully said. Right on. All right, well, guys, give it up for Hot Mulligan. Let's hear some music.